Hi darlings, welcome back to my channel and to today's video. First and foremost, I'd really love to apologize. It has been a minute and I don't want to give excuses, but life as we know it has changed, of course. I'm on this very interesting journey, plus there's a full-time job, plus there's so I don't want to give excuses, but please kindly bear with me if I go missing like for 2 or 3 weeks. It is life, but I'm still in this and I still want us to continue on this journey together. So yeah, so please bear with me. Now today I want to do 10 things I've learned so far about pregnancy that they don't tell you, or rather personally things that I did not know or I'd never heard before I went through this journey. Let's just dive into it. I'll take you through the points. Some are a bit TMI, so I'll just skim through them, but I think it's still important that I mention them. So the first thing is things like taking a shower, oiling yourself, wearing garments like stockings become an extreme sport. So I had not even thought about this, that it gets to a point where the belly comes in between you and your lower half of the body. So showering is a problem. Scrubbing your legs is a real problem, and it sounds funny right now, but believe me, I've been going through it and it is not that interesting, but it is something that I now figured out during this time, and I thought, well, it's good to share so that someone coming into this thing has an inkling of the challenges they're about to come through. So it's tricky, but hey, we get through it. The second part, and this is yes, very TMI, but I'll just skim through it, is grooming. Grooming also becomes an issue because again, you can't see below your tummy. So if you don't have a trusted groomer, you need to find one. Ladies, I know you know what I'm talking about, so I'll leave it at that. The third point is you grow, and it's a growth like I will give this example, like cup sizes. I think I've grown like 2 cup sizes up. So those are not things I thought would happen. I knew that at some point this my chest would be someone's food factory, but I did not think that the change would be that extreme. So you have to get not only new clothes to fit you, but new undergarments to fit you, because things grow, things change, and you have to adjust accordingly. So something new again I learned during this journey. The fourth thing is nausea. Now nausea can continue past the first trimester. Something I did not know, something I had not had. As I had said initially, personally for me, my sickness was not particularly morning sickness. I'd have afternoon sickness most of the time, like in the afternoons between 1 and 4, especially if it is hot. That's when I'd get my bouts of nausea. And in the beginning, I wasn't even that sick often. It was once in a blue moon. But then when I jumped into second trimester, it seemed more aggressive. It seemed more of a daily thing. But I can say, at least for now, it is an on and off thing. So there are days I get sick. There are days I'm very, very okay. But then again, there's medication for that to help you through. But it is good to be aware that it is not just something that ends at first trimester for everyone, or it's not something that maybe it's something you might skip in the first trimester and, like me, have a time with it during your second trimester. So morning sickness or nausea can come at any time, at any point. It's not necessarily at a particular moment. So it's good to prepare yourself psychologically to know that the journey is different and it can change at any time. The fifth thing for me, and I think I also previously mentioned this, is the eating for two the part or deal or myth, if I could say, because for me personally it's been a myth. Okay, even before kumquats, I didn't really have the best appetite or the biggest appetite, and I tried at some point to like force feed myself, because I was told, hey, the baby will come out malnourished, the baby is starving, the baby is this, the baby is that. But I've consequently learned to listen to my body. I am not eating for two as I thought I would. So I mainly have 2 meals in a day. The first meal of the day, whichever time of the day it is, because it's not normally in the morning. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, and after my morning medications, I take some time and I don't have those hunger pangs. So I might have a midday meal, and that's usually the biggest meal of the day. And then later during the day, like in the evening or at night, I have what I could say now a normal meal. So for me, eating for two has been a myth. I've been eating mainly 2 meals a day, and then in between I do fluids, fresh juices, water, and fruits when I can. Sometimes even the fruits refuse, but I try as much as possible. So again, that is something I discovered. I thought, well, you get pregnant, you eat and eat and eat and eat, but no, it's not the case for everybody, apparently. So the 6th thing is that the tummy weight keeps adding up. Like the mornings I wake up and then I ask myself, will I move today? Will I be able to move tomorrow? So it is something that I can be today. I feel I'm easy and free and I'm flexible. I wake up in the morning and boom, there's like that extra weight on it. But the good news is you adjust, and adjustment is fluid. Like by the end of the day, you're like, oh, this is not my new normal, and you move and carry on. But it can be shocking here and there together, coupled up with baby's movements and such and such. So that is something also new I learned, and I thought important to share. Then the 7th thing, and this one caught me really off guard one day, and it kind of scared me, but it was okay. But I decided to share it because I thought, hey, there's someone else who might go through such a thing or might not know about it. It's good to share so that when going through the journey, they realize they're normal, though it is always important to seek advice from your doctor. So there's a day I had shortness of breath and heart palpitations, and I did not really understand what was happening. It was a bit scary for me, and I was actually even going to work. I actually went to work, but I couldn't stay for the whole duration. I had to go back home. But upon further inquiring and researching, I realized I learned, and I was told by others who had also experienced the same, that sometimes when the baby is growing, they press up on your diaphragm. So when the baby presses up on your diaphragm, you can have difficulties in breathing or accelerated heart rate. It is normal for those who have gone through it, but it is always good to consult your doctor, your gyna, and just confirm that everything is going and growing well. So yeah, basically that's what I did. But I thought, okay, it's good to share these things because those are the things that go unsaid and might cause one to have a big panic and even make matters worse for themselves, because in going through this journey you need to be, I believe, as calm and as peaceful as you can possibly be. So yeah, that was an experience I had. It's happened now a number of times, but I've learned that it's something normal, and I breathe through it and I get through it and we move along. The 8th thing is sleeping gets tricky. Sleeping gets really tricky. Now, I bought the sleeping pillow and it's helping, but finding a position where you are comfortable, or both you and baby are comfortable, is not easy, coupled with the fact that you have to make like 5 bathroom trips a night. At least that has been my experience. Sleeping can be a challenge. So if I get maybe 3 or 4 hours of straight sleep, I am grateful. So me feeling sleepy is not the issue. The sleep is there, but the positioning and the constant getting up to go to the washroom makes sleeping tricky. So it is important to learn that your sleep will be sort of slightly messed even before baby comes. For me, it is a bit easier because I work shifts. I have a shift job, so I'm used to the not having a normal sleeping pattern. But I think it's an important thing for maybe mothers to be, or mothers who are looking to be, to learn that hey, you need to prepare yourself mapema. Sleep will be interrupted, but hey, it is still a beautiful journey. The 9th, and what I think is my most important point in all of this, is the mental aspect of it. Like, especially me being someone who is working but also in the content creation space, and it's something I'm very passionate about. Lately, I've been riddled with a lot of anxiety and self-doubts concerning content creation especially. And there are also those days I am just mentally exhausted. I just don't want to do anything. But at the back of my mind, I'm riddled with guilt because I know this is something I want to do. This is something I want to grow. This is something that is in me, and it's something I want to make a career reality for me. So the doubts coupled by the guilt make for not such a happy space in my mind. But I'm grateful to have friends who are also in the space, who are mothers, and big shout out to Rosebell. She has really helped me understand that this is all part of this journey. You are hormonal, you have a lot of new mind, you're thinking about your upcoming baby, your family, you have work, you have this. So it is important to allow yourself to feel the feels, but also realize that this is a natural part of the journey, and to release and let go and give yourself that allowance to sometimes rest, sometimes feel that you can't, and to just stop, and also keep reminding yourself of why you're in whatever you're in, and to keep going for it. So that consequently leads to my final point, the 10th point, that you need people in the different areas or capacities of your life there to rely on for advice, to lean on for advice, and generally like mentorship, because I have very many aspects in my life apart from being a mom to be. I work, I have content creation, so I need people in these various areas of my life to lean on to and say, hey, I'm feeling like this about this. Did you feel the same? Especially people who've been there before, like who are already mothers. So, and again, I keep on saying that I don't want to relate this mainly for mothers, because there are those partners who are in this with you. So even as a man who has a wife who is expecting, a girlfriend who is expecting, you need people to lean on who have been in this journey before you, to talk to. I feel this way, I feel that way, because both of you are going through the journey. Maybe you're carrying the bigger share, but it is important to have mentors in the different aspects of your life who you can rely to for advice. Sometimes just to have an ear for someone to hear all your venting and to release, and to, you know, just clear your auras and everything. Yeah, so basically that's it. Now, after all is said and done, I'd like to say that personally for me, this journey has been fun. Yes, it has its irritabilities, it has its challenges. As any change does in your life, you have to get accustomed and used to. There are those aches and pains, and you know. But at the end of the day, it is an amazing journey. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying being around because I have all the excuses to be it, and to me it is wonderful. So yes, there are those 10 things I've said. Some of them might seem a bit scary or tricky, but I just thought it's important when you have those in mind. It even shuns away the maybe anxiety that you might be anticipating. But otherwise, the journey is amazing. It's beautiful, and I'm just super grateful to be going through it at this time. By the time you watch this, I think I'll be around 27 weeks. I am happy, I am grateful, I am blessed. Please stay tuned, because the next video I'll be giving you a story about Kumquat's name, where the nickname came from, and we'll be doing a small gender reveal. Otherwise, darling, thank you so much for always keeping it here. I know I've not been consistent, but Mina Shukuru. Spread love and light. Toodles.